Hey everybody, it's Judy Klock here at Stampin' with Crafty Klock, coming to you today for a quick lesson at lunch. And today I'm pulling out one of my old favorites called Happiness Abounds. This was in the annual catalog that came out last May. I love it. It's a great stamp set, and it's one that I go back to quite often. So I'm coming to you today with a quick, kind of a fun fold card. Let me show it to you. It's really simple. We're just going to rely on that beautiful Use of Happiness DSP to kind of carry that card, and we're going to layer it up on some Night of Navy and some fresh freesia, and we're just going to create kind of an all-purpose birthday card. But we've got this great piece of designer series paper here, and we're just going to cut it about midway through, about halfway through, and we're going to fold it back to expose the second side, the underneath side. And then we're going to use some more layering circles to just kind of cut a scalloped circle and then a couple of straight circles to stamp that little sentiment on, and then we're just going to call this card done. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. I've got here our 3 layering circles, and I'm going to stamp on our basic white, and I'm going to use our Night of Navy ink. Let me pull in my Stampin' Pierce mat because these are photopolymers. We want to make sure that we get a nice crisp stamped image. We're just going to stamp that right there. I'm going to put that off to the side. I'm going to have a piece of our basic white that is 4 by 5 1/4. And on that one, we're going to stamp our happy birthday. And we're just going to put that right there. Now, if you wanted to, you could go ahead and you could add some of our floral images on the inside. We've got a couple of different flowers. We can go ahead and add some floral images if you want. But I'm just going to keep this really simple today and just make a very simple stamped birthday card. All right, I've got here our piece of Night of Navy. It is 8.5 by 5.5. I've scored it at 4 1/4. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put our piece of basic white on the inside. And if you have a scrap of the DSP, you can also use that to dress up your inside if you want. Believe it or not, I didn't have any scraps laying around today, so I'm just going to kind of leave this with just our stamped sentiment. Okay, there we go. Let me close up my ink pad because I can see myself getting into that. Onto the front, I'm going to add a piece of our fresh freesia that is 4 by 5 1/4. I told you this card is going to go together so quickly. So when you ever need a quick card, but you want to have it look a little bit fancy, this is a great one to make because really, other than our die cut circles, everything is really just straight cuts. All right, I've got here a piece of our Use of Happiness designer series paper. This is 3 3/4 by 5, and I'm going to cut a slit right on the middle of this. So right at about 2 5/8. I'm going to put this on the 2 5/8 mark. No, the 2.5 mark, right? Because this is 5 inches. It's right at the 2.5 inch mark. We want to go and we want to just slice that just about midway down. Okay, not quite midway. If you go a little far, that's okay, because that will be covered by our layering circles. So now that should have cut this piece of paper just in half. And we're going to fold this back, right, kind of all the way to the edge. Okay, we're just going to press that down. So now we're exposing that second side of our DSP. And we're going to do the same thing up here on the top. We're just going to go ahead and fold that back. All right. How simple is that? Now I'm going to add a little bit of Stampin' Seal here just to kind of hold those pieces down. All right, now we're going to go ahead and add our Stampin' Seal on this side. Okay, make sure you go in the shape of our paper, of our cut. All right, now we're going to go ahead and we're going to add this to the front of our card. All right, going to layer up our circles. Again, so easy, so quick. I think the thing that took me the longest was probably cutting the circles. All right, we're going to get these layered up. All right, add our basic white on there. Okay, there we go. We've got that one there. All right, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add this to the front of our card. I'm going to put on some Stampin' Dimensionals. Love me some Stampin' Dimensionals. Oh my goodness, I can barely get these things separated. Okay, we're just going to kind of put this right in the center, and that kind of covers up that seams. Like I said, if you go a little bit further in your cut when you're slitting this in half, it's fine because these circles will cover it up. We're going to add some pearl basic jewels. I'm going to add about 3, and I can't. These just don't want to get picked up. I'm going to put one in the middle first. Okay, kind of put that there. And I'm going to see if I can get this to work. And I'm going to put another one there, and then maybe one more right there. All right, and that is our quick and easy card for today. So it's kind of a pretty little fun fold. Like I said, we've got really all the straight cuts for all of our layers, and we cut this one this is a 5 inches in length. We cut it at 2.5, not quite halfway through. And then we folded that back to expose the second side of our designer series paper. We layered up a couple of different circles, and there you have a quick and easy birthday card. All right, I hope you like this one. I will see you all Thursday night. Have a great day, everybody. Bye.